We give thanks to Almighty Allah. We ask Him, the Most High, to show His mercy on our leader, Prophet Muhammad, his household, companions, and followers, till the day of accountability. Today, we are discussing the favors of Allah on us. Number one and the greatest, Al-Islam. The only deen, the only religion Allah will accept as a way of life is that religion that has the concept of monetizing oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah is one. We don't believe in Trinity in Islam. It is only one. He is the creator of all creations. All of us are created from Allah alone. Nobody assisted him. He has no son. He has no wife. He has no helper. He has no anybody. He is alone. And that is Kalimat Tawheed, and that is the pattern of all the prophets. All the prophets. وَلَقَدْ بَعَثْنَا فِي كُلِّ أُمَّةٍ رَسُولًا أَنِ اعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ وَاجْتَنِبُوا الطَّاغُوتَ. All messengers are on that pattern, including Isa alayhi salatu wasalam. Number two is that we Muslims respect Maryam, Mary alayhi salatu wasalam, highly, highly. Hardly will you come across houses of Muslims who have Maryam. I personally name my daughter Maryam. So many of us here and many outside there are having either a sister Maryam, or a wife Maryam, or a mother Maryam, or a daughter Maryam. It is because of the honor of Maryam, not any other Maryam. So nobody can tell you the honor of Maryam. We practicalize it. We have it practically. We are not being informed. We inherited that in the Quran. That's the only woman out of the 114 chapters of the Quran. That's the only woman and nobody among women that has a chapter of our own in the Quran. No woman. In fact, we have chapters of men in Surah Ibrahim, Surah Hud, Surah Yunus, Surah Muhammad, all we have so many. But in terms of women, I think it's a regard. I think that must be appreciated. That must be recognized. That must be known that Muslims are people who honor Maryam. We are not saying it today. It has been documented for more than 1,400 years ago. Added to that, Allah mentioned her in the Quran and He honors her. وَقَالَتِ الْمَلَائِكَةُ يَا مَرْيَمُ إِنَّ اللَّهَ اصْطَفَاكِ وَطَهَّرَكِ وَاصْطَفَاكِ عَلَى نِسَاءِ الْعَالَمِينَ. Oh, you Maryam, Allah has selected you out. And Allah has purified you. Among all women, you are distinct, you are different. She is righteous. Coming to her son, Isa alayhi salatu wasalam. Isa alayhi salatu wasalam, as far as Muslims are concerned, is an honorable person to the highest level you can think of. Because for him to be a messenger, a prophet, that shows his regard of Allah and honor for him. He is going to enter Al-Jannah automatically. Automatically. Not only that, Isa alayhi salatu wasalam is among the 5 greatest prophets. 5 greatest prophets. Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, Musa alayhi salatu wasalam, Isa alayhi salatu wasalam, Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam, and Prophet Muhammad. These are the greatest human beings as far as Allah is concerned. Isa is among them. What do you want to tell you? What do you want to tell a Muslim? You have nothing to tell him. It's unfortunate that we are in our deep slumber. We cannot even read the verses in the Quran to show the Christians. Even if you don't know the Bible, tell them this is what is documented about you in our book. We are not doing that. You spend years with him in the office as your boss. You cannot show him as your subject. You cannot show him the Quran. What do they have of preaching? It's not more than this. It can't be even like this. Look, Allah told her, you are going to have a child without meeting with a man. She was confused. She became disturbed. She said, how would that happen? أَنَّا يَكُونُ لِي وَلَدٌ وَلَمْ يَمْسَسْنِي بَشَرٌ قال كذلك الله يخلق ما يشاء إذا قضى أمرا فإنما يقول له كن فيكون. Be and it will be automatically. That was how Isa became. He became Isa without a father. In the Quran. Not only that, Allah continued to inform us of the miracles of Isa. This is only one part of the Quran, Ali Imran. that Isa is a righteous servant of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Not only that, Isa is given the powers by Allah to mold a clay like a bed, and he breathes into that bed and the bed starts flying in the Quran. What do you want more than this? And Isa cured a blind, a born blind. He cured him. He restored his sight in Allah. A leper also was given cure by Isa alayhi salam. He became well, a cripple. In the Quran, Allah says he's going to talk in cradle and in manhood, and it happens. He talked on the very day he was given birth to. In the Quran. In fact, Isa raised a dead body. Woke up and he woke up in the Quran. Now, what will a Christian tell you about Isa which you don't know? Tell me one. Now, when we don't actually put dawah into our activities, we don't be making noise, we don't be calling other names or underrating names at times, which is actually has no flavor, no meaning. Now, here it comes days of celebrations of the Trinity. Trinity is a doctrine that Islam will never ever accept. It's a kufr, it's a shirk. That's why among the right they have over us is we should relate beautifully with them. Relate beautifully with a non-Muslim who is by your side, either as a neighbor in office or at home or on street, wherever you come across. Please honor him, respect him. Good relationship. وَإِنَّكَ لَعَلَى خُلْقٍ عَظِيمٍ. That is Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He lived together with the Christians in Medina, and the Jews also, who are not dangerous. Jews are very dangerous, but Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam later with them in Medina beautifully. And Christians are more closer to us because most of them are humble, except those who have actually been injected to be enemies to Muslims. Allah mentioned it in the Quran too. لَتَجِدَنَّ أَشَدَّ النَّاسِ عَدَاوَةً لِلَّذِينَ آمَنُوا الْيَهُودُ وَالَّذِينَ أَشْرَكُوا وَلَتَجِدَنَّ أَقْرَبَهُم مَوَدَّةً لِلَّذِينَ آمَنُوا الَّذِينَ قَالُوا إِنَّا نَصَارَى ذَلِكَ بِأَنَّ مِنْهُمْ قِسِّيسِينَ وَالرُّهْبَانَ وَأَنَّهُمْ لَا يَسْتَكْبِرُونَ. This is exactly what Allah said about the Christians. They are closer to us than the Jews. They are closer to us than the idol worshippers. Because they claim, it's a claim, that they have God, even though the God is a mix of God. And Allah mentioned their qualities. They are humble. They have their pastors and reverend fathers who are into religion. So we should take the advantage and bring them close up and tell them it's not compulsory. Like Rafidin, only did but inform them, tell them. We respect your prophet. We respect Isa own. We respect his mother. This is what has been said about them in the Quran. How many are doing that? You only meet in corruption at times, in the high levels. Also, you should be very careful. Very, very careful. Islam is a religion with principles. You should never congratulate anybody on this occasion. Any kafir should not be congratulated because that is endorsing the culture of that ceremony. You don't do it. You greet, you respect, you say morning sir, evening sir to your elders among them, but never you congratulate. Tahniya is not allowed. It's endorsing that Trinity, which some of them even rejected. So be extra very careful about that. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us peace in our hearts, peace in our nation, peace in our country, Nigeria. We ask Allah to guide all of us aright. We ask Him also to count all of us among those who are going to be productive in da'wah and also productive in calling others to the deen of Islam with our good characters and with our good languages. ربنا اغفر لنا ذنوبنا كفر عنا سيئاتنا توفنا مع الأبرار ربنا اغفر لنا ولوالدينا ولمن سبقنا بالإيمان والمسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات الأحياء منهم والأموات ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد